Jets Ward.
Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. Got an interesting one for you today. But first, if you have been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here. Every time you guys keep coming back for more, it makes me so happy. And I'm glad that you keep coming back for more. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just a casual NFL fan, you're always welcome here. It is a safe space for you. Now, some interesting news coming out about the New York Jets and their quarterback search. On Connor Hughes' show with Zach Rosenblatt, he talked about some very interesting things that have been going on with the New York Jets and gave an idea of what the quarterback room, who our starting quarterback could be next year. And I don't know if the player I really do like before we get into it, but the way we go about getting him, I'm not the most excited about. Now, Connor Hughes on his show with Zach Rosenblatt was talking about all the changes that have been going on with the New York Jets, how Aaron Glenn wanted to call plays or didn't want to call plays. They were close to Wink Martindale. Then it changes. He wants to call plays. They interview Brian Duker on Zoom, and then he's hired the next day. And now all these changes with the coaching staff, it just seems like the Jets are constantly switching up their minds of what they want to do. And a lot of Jets fans are concerned because our owner, Woody Johnson, has been known to meddle in a lot of the football affairs, even though he has no idea what he's doing when it comes to the sport of football. Every decision he's made is a disaster. And one of the big things Connor Hughes mentioned was that the Jets, don't be shocked if the Jets make a splash move at the quarterback position. And that splash move, anytime you hear that, it gets your ears perked up because Woody Johnson is all about getting the headlines. He wants everything to be about the Jets and him, something in a positive light. He's seeing everybody saying great things about the New York Giants and the media crushing the Jets with everything going on here. He reads all this stuff and sees all of it. So one of the quarterbacks, the quarterback that Connor Hughes mentioned, was a splash move for Kyler Murray. And I like Kyler Murray. I really do. I think he'd be a very good upgrade over what we have here. He's only 28 years old and he's shown flashes in this league, but I ain't trading for him. I would be very upset if the New York Jets traded assets for Kyler Murray. And the reason for that is in his last 5 seasons, he's only been healthy for a full season for one of them. Injuries are a major concern, durability concerns. There's also been questions about his effort in working to get better. Like work ethic has been in question. There's a joke in Arizona that every time a new Call of Duty comes out, Kyler's season goes down the tubes because they don't think he cares enough about football and gets distracted by a lot of other things, to the point where in his contract, he had to watch a certain amount of film, which is very concerning if you want to be a pro athlete and make millions of dollars on this. It should be your life. It should be everything. You should play the sport that you love because you love it and not basically just do it for the money. And the biggest thing is there's a lot of concerns about Kyler, but I don't question his athleticism. I don't question his ability to play the game. But if the Jets were to trade for him, it would cost them probably around $44 million in cap space, a major cap hit for the New York Jets, who are already going to be paying Justin Fields, who won't be here at the end of the year, and Aaron Rodgers' massive hits on their cap. Both aren't here. That's concerning. That's really concerning that you're going to dump a boatload of money to a guy who might be injured very soon into his tenure with the Jets. And would it be fun? Yeah, if he's successful here, it'd be great. Gets the Jets into the playoffs, makes us watch fun football again, saves Aaron Glenn's job, and things like that. But the problem is, too, what happens if it doesn't work? Then Aaron Glenn gets canned anyway. We have to go through a whole new coaching staff. We have to go through the worry, does Kyler even want to be here? Does he care? Woody Johnson gets a lot of flack because he puts it on himself. He really does with the decisions he makes. And to be fair, too, everything that Aaron Glenn says he wants in a player, especially a quarterback, Kyler Murray's not the guy. Availability. Kyler Murray, like I said, has only played one full season in the last 5 years. Has played only one full season. Another thing, work ethic, caring, making football your life. That's not Kyler. That's a question mark for Kyler. That's not an Aaron Glenn guy. So if the Jets were to get Kyler Murray, you have to think this is all Woody Johnson. All Woody Johnson. And if it fails, Woody Johnson doesn't get fired. He just blames it on Aaron Glenn and the coaching staff, and they get canned. Or Darren Muji too, which I would hate because I think Darren Muji's a damn good GM. Excuse my language. But again, too, if we get Reich as our offensive coordinator, we still don't have an offensive coordinator yet. We had in-person interviews with Greg Roman, and Darrell Bevell, but Reich apparently he's on vacation, so they're not going to interview him until he comes back, apparently, in person. So Kyler Murray in Reich's system doesn't work either. Reich wants bigger-bodied quarterbacks with stronger arms. Kyler Murray is smaller, moves around a ton, and durability concerns. Doesn't really fit the system, if that were to be the case. I don't know if Aaron Glenn would want to bank his career, his head coaching career, on Kyler Murray because you don't know if he's going to be able to stay healthy. I think he'd want to go with somebody like a Kirk Cousins who would fit the system better and you wouldn't have questions about him caring about football. Guy cares so much. Or somebody who, a different quarterback, taking a shot on Malik Willis. That could be more route the Jets go. And a mentor for a young guy too. You go Kirk Cousins or a Marcus Mariota, and then you bring in a young guy like a Ty Simpson or a Trinidad Chambliss or Garrett Nussmeier, Drew Allard, Carson Beck, insert name whoever you want. Now, if the Jets did get Kyler, I would rather it be through free agency. That's a different story. But trading for him? Absolutely not. The Jets aren't in a position where they can trade draft capital for a quarterback who might not even be healthy for an entire season and who has question marks about if he actually cares. And given the situation too, leaving Arizona where they struggled, going to a Jets where the media would eat him alive if he started struggling here and if those question marks came out again. I don't know. It's a really, really tough situation. Do I like Kyler Murray? Yes. I think he'd be a major upgrade talent-wise over what the Jets have had, and he'd win more games, in my opinion. But if things go wrong, I think it could be catastrophic. I really do. And I'm not trading for him. I'm only signing him to a vet minimum deal because he's going to get boatloads of money from the Cardinals if he's cut. And I think he would sign a minimum deal to come here on a 1 or 2 year deal. Those are my opinions. I hate when Woody meddles because it just makes everything worse here. This is why coaches don't want to come here to coach. That's why we always get stuck with first-time head coaches and things like that. That's the biggest issue, or Adam Gase-like coaches. I hate when he meddles. But, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Comment down below. Do you think Woody is getting getting too much involved with this search? Do you think he should? Do you think it's just Aaron Glenn making these decisions? I would love to hear from you guys. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications of when I post videos as well, just so you stay up to date with what's going on in the Jets ward. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. It really helps me out. Also follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok too. I try to post all my videos and shorts over there as well. And again, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.